I was going to do a video about something totally different. And just when I was getting ready to press record, something happened, and I said, you know what? I have to share this. When you're on a consistent level and your brand is growing and people are seeing that you're going to be there for more than 5 minutes on your channel, you know, there's one thing I hate when you go to these channels and all of a sudden you see these people who have done videos and then all of a sudden they just stop, fall off the wayside. They haven't did a video in a year. And they were making so good of a traction. You know, they were making so great traction, and all of a sudden it just stopped. So I get these guys whom never have made any progress. Let me take that back. If they've made progress, they haven't told me about it. But every time they've been contacting me for about the past 2 years, it's always the same story. I'm depressed. I can't do this. My business is suffering. Can you help me? And of course, help me for free. And, you know, and can you take the time out? And what's so interesting about these people? Now, you know, if you call my phone, I'm not going to, you're rarely going to see me just pick up the phone and answer it. I don't know of anybody who has anything to do in a day would just pick up the phone, because the phone is something that can turn into a quick 5-minute conversation to a 20-minute to an hour conversation. Because people who want to get help, they want to get help on their time. Whether that's 3 o'clock in the morning, they don't care about you. I can see it now. So this guy who is on that road of, I never have changed, I can't do this, I can't do that, and gets upset and most random questions. What do you think about the new president on the nickel? You know, not even like business topics. So I'm proud of him, but it sounds like he's trying to sell something. He's like, I lost 13 pounds in 7 days. Do you want to know how? You know, and I'm just like, And you don't want to be rude or anything, but it's just these people who don't have anything to do in their own life, they think that you're somehow supposed to be available. And where I'm trying to go with this talk is distraction. We have so much distraction these days from Facebook, because Facebook is like it's like a road. 1 minute you're doing posts, and the next minute you're looking at someone's page, and then next thing you'll saw a video, and before you know it, you've been on there for 30 minutes and wasted that time. So it's probably best to just turn that off and use third-party sites like Hootsuite and PageModoo and things like that to try to post for you, so you don't necessarily have to go on. And with me, I have to be careful because I have over 26,000 followers from YouTube and from Facebook. So I'm always getting hit up. So if I want to get any work done, it's not that I'm being rude. I just can't contact you. I can't talk to you. You know, why I have you guys here, here is my thing. I'm not really a friend guy. Now, I know this may sound weird for people, like, you know, it may sound kind of rude or whatever. But if you saw me, and one guy did this before, and it kind of bothered me. The guy was like, hey, you work out at the gym? I said, yeah, I do. And I have my routine. I want to go at a certain time. I'm taking my supplements. And it just glancing at the guy was looking like one of those guys that will probably start it and then won't continue it and stop. And you know, I'm like, nah, I really don't want that in my circle. And then I feel bad for saying this, but this is just how I look at life. I've dealt with all types of people when it has come to selling all over the country, right? Canada. And there's always this type of guy that seems to not have any friends. And I'll talk to anybody, but when you get to the point where you sound annoying and you talking about nothing and you just want to go on and on and on, we're going to cut that conversation short. And if I see you out, I'm probably going to dodge you. Because there are some people out there who don't know when they're going on just a little bit too long. I mean, you guys know people like this, and this is not pick on the person that doesn't know when to stop talking, but it's just that, look, we only have a short time here on this planet. So if you're going to get things done, you got to hibernate. You have to be somewhat of a Buddhist monk. You have to go away and just work and let your work speak for itself. People are always asking me, like, where do you go? Where do you hang out? Basement. I don't. And maybe you guys have the time. But, even if I had the time and I was on vacation, one thing that I really don't like is small talk. That's like a waste of time. I don't want to sit with you and hear you talk about who's pregnant, whose kid went here. Oh, this certain person had a house. And that's our whole conversation. But when I bring up something that we can learn off of and we can build off of, then you're like, oh, you know what? That's too serious of a topic. Then I'm like, okay, I'm done. Because, great scholars like Aristotle and people that we still read their quotes today, these people were people they always wanted to learn. And they always felt that they didn't know enough. Because knowledge and conversation is supposed to make you better. If you feel depressed leaving a conversation, or somehow, it goes down the gossip trail, it's not beneficial. So that's it. I'm gonna leave it as that. Distraction, guys, is not good in your business plan. The employee that wants to just talk and not work, shut them down or get them out of your company. The friend that just want to talk to you and see you and wants to ask your phone number and call you all the time, block that person or just put turn the ringer off. And this is not to be mean. I promise you it's not. But you cannot get done what you want done if you're constantly talking to people who are just full of small talk. So make it first, then do your small talk. Well, don't even do your small talk then. Because usually small talk is just gossiping about people who are not there at the moment. So, with that said, guys, thank you. And until next time, signing off.